What's up guys, it's Trevor with Embers. Today I'm excited because we have a brand new Napoleon grill. Brand new. It's a whole new product that they're offering. This is a cart model. I'm really excited to show it to you. I'm gonna talk about where it falls in line compared to like the Rogue and the Prestige. This is a whole new product line that they are launching. I'm so excited to unbox this and kind of see what we're getting into. Let's go. What's up guys, it's Trevor with Embers Living. Today we have a brand new product launch from Napoleon Barbecues. We've talked about the Rogue, we've talked about the Prestige, but today we're officially unboxing the Napoleon Freestyle. The Freestyle, where does it fall in line with the Rogue and the Prestige? Only one way to find out, open this baby, put it together. So you guys seen obviously a lot of my videos on Napoleon Barbecues. They're some of my favorite grills, especially in the cart model style. You know, I'm a huge fan of the Pro series, Prestige Pro, the Rogue series. So the Freestyle, where this is gonna fall sort of in the line logic is the Freestyle is gonna be their entry level grill. So supposedly they've made a super sweet, is that enough supers? A super sweet barbecue that's gonna be affordable for everybody. It's gonna be more, you know, I think targeted towards the big box stores like Home Depot and Costco, Lowe's, that kind of stuff. But apparently they've made a really sweet grill for a really sweet price. You know, us here, we love the high-end stuff. Our barbecue shop is more of a specialty shop, but the guys at Napoleon were kind enough to send us one. So I'm like, let's unbox it and see what we're dealing with here. All right, the Freestyle is put together, guys. Now, let's qualify a few things. Oh, before we do that, first, subscribe to our channel, give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, helps us out a ton. Check us out on TikTok, all the places. If you're in the Denver, Colorado area, come to our showroom today, see these products for yourself. All right, took care of a little business. All right, qualifier here. If you subscribe to our channel, watch our channel, if you've been in our store, you know that we really are in the premium grill space. Premium grill space. It's hard to say quick. What that means is I would say 95% of the grills we sell and that I review are usually $1,500 and above, typically. That's typically our sort of customer. And the reason is when people come to our store, they're looking for more of a specialty type product, something that they're not gonna find at a Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware, things like that. All that being said, grills in this price point definitely have their place, and I think it's really cool that Napoleon, some of the other brands out there, which we'll talk about, are providing really good quality products at an affordable price. That way everyone can enjoy the brand. But obviously, this grill price is at $499. It's gonna be a step down from the other stuff we review. All that being said, it's not bad. It's just in the context of what it is for the price point. All that being said, this is the entry-level product of the Napoleon family. We'll include links below. We have new videos coming. We're gonna compare this versus the Rogue. That way you can see the differences between this and the Rogue. So you can kind of see which model you may want. Also, we're gonna do comparisons. This is gonna be price out and compare very closely to like the Weber Spirit. So we'll do some side-by-side videos of those. Stay tuned for all of those videos coming. But right now, let's just break down the grill itself. Again, first things first, obviously it's pretty small. This is the 3-burner, it comes one size bigger as a 4-burner. The burners are pretty consolidated together, so it's not a very big grill. And that's part of being able to keep the cost down is the raw materials. If you have less raw materials, it's gonna cost less. So it's a very, I'd say on the smaller end of the grill size. But it does come one size bigger if you want it to. All right, first let's talk about the curb appeal. Not a huge important factor, but it certainly helps. What do you think, Chris? You think it's a pretty attractive grill?
Yeah, I like how it's black and gray.
Yeah, I was just thinking that same thing. So it's not really like stainless. Looks like it's got some sort of coating all over the grill, then with some aluminum siding. I think it's very, very attractive, especially in the $500 space. Pretty good looking grill. I don't think you'll find a lot of grills in that price point. They're gonna look that good. All that being said, I know I'm gonna beat you to the punch. Who cares what the grill looks like? Let's talk about how it performs. We're getting there. Easy, easy. We're gonna get there, but figure it's worth mentioning. All right, let's start with the base, work our way up, and then lastly, let's talk about the firebox and performance, and we'll actually fire it up. Again, to keep the price down, we got 2 plastic wheels here, no wheels on that side. So that means if you want to move it around, looks like it lifts pretty easy. It's pretty light grill. And again, that goes to the pricing on it. It does wheel around pretty easy, but you do have to lift up the edge to do that. You don't get 4 full casters, not a huge deal. But it's lightweight enough if you're moving it in and out of the garage or an apartment or something. It's a great little grill for that. Storage here. So we do have a single door here. Looks like they give us a little magnet here as well for our door to latch to. You can get it in propane or natural gas. Probably, I would say the majority of these grill shoppers are probably going propane. So you pretty much just have room for your propane tank in here. See, the back side is open. We'll give you a look at that on the back. And then our grease trap is gonna funnel down into this bucket here. And again, you can see it's open on the back. That's probably just to, again, cut down on material costs to keep this grill affordable. Side shelves, they both retract pretty nicely. They're pretty functional, pretty easy to use. And then of course, what we got here, Chris?
Oh, bottle opener.
Bottle opener. I mean, you gotta have a bottle opener. It's just worth the price right there alone, right?
Yeah.
Totally. No, but what do you see missing here? From a lot of grills we review, especially Napoleon grills. Goes right here.
Side burner?
Side burner. So, no side burner options, no rotisserie options. I saw on their European site, there are SKUs that show you can get them with side burners and rotisseries, but that doesn't look like it's a feature in the United States. So if you wanted like a side burner or a rotisserie, you'd have to upgrade to the Rogue. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's a separate video. Just joking. But if you want those features, this guy may not be the grill for you. You may have to spend a little more and upgrade to something a little bit different. So, but very, very basic, not a whole lot of bells and whistles. It's pretty, it's functional. We have some condiment hooks on, not condiment, what are you hanging ketchup from here? Tool hooks on the side, that's pretty good. Handle, some plastic knobs here that are pretty straightforward. Let's look at this here. See this sticker? 10-year bumper to bumper warranty. Now that's a big deal. I don't think you're gonna find a lot of grills with this price point, they're gonna have that kind of warranty and customer support. So that's what's so cool about Napoleon. I would say a couple years ago, they upgraded to their full bumper to bumper. It used to be, you know, the stainless would be lifetime warranty. The firebox would be lifetime warranty. The handles would be 5-year warranty. And then the next 5 years you get half off. Weird stuff, like it was like some stuff was warranty for lifetime, some stuff wasn't. Maybe not a full couple years ago, they said, you know what? Out the window with that. They said, let's go bumper to bumper. Let's make it real simple and easy, top to bottom. Everything's warranted. Now the warranty levels differ depending on the grill as far as the length. But this particular grill is 10-year bumper to bumper. You're not gonna find a grill in the $499 price point that is 10-year bumper to bumper. Pretty hard to beat. So warranty's awesome. Far exceeds expectations for other grills in this category. I will say the metal is fairly lightweight. It is a little flimsy, but again, everything in this price point is going to be. But like I said, one of the advantages is pretty portable. It's pretty mobile if you need to be moving it around. All right, should we get to the good stuff? Should we get inside the grill? Let's talk about the most important part, how this thing's gonna perform. Let's get under the hood. Boom, there you go. So you can see it almost has like a clamshell style lid. We have our temperature gauge here, and then it's just gonna open and close with our hinge point here. Warming rack with porcelainized grate on top, that's kind of cool. And then we also have porcelainized cast iron. So cast iron's nice because it's gonna tell me that we're gonna be able to sear, because obviously the cast iron's gonna retain heat. So that's nice. It's gonna perform well with the cast iron cooking grates. Then these guys, these are a little different than what's in some of the other grills. Again, getting ahead of myself a little bit. Porcelainized coating, flavorizer bars, I guess you call them. diverters, burner diverters. You guys know what they are. 3 of them cover up our burner ports. Then everything's gonna funnel into our tray here. Let's see how that pulls out actually. Okay, it comes out from the back. So there, it pulls out from the back. So it's all gonna funnel into our grease trap there. Now, also notorious for Napoleon, fully seamless aluminum tub. This is beneficial for a couple reasons. If you haven't watched any of my other videos, I'll tell you why it's so important. 1, I think the aluminum firebox helps with even heat control, and also aluminum fireboxes that are completely seamless, you know for that full 10 years, you're never gonna have a split in a seam or a welded seam where you're gonna have grease leaking, getting all over your deck or patio. So everything's gonna funnel nicely for the length of the grill into that grease trap. So it's gonna perform, it's gonna help with superior performance, definitely. Okay, now, what I notice here is familiar is the burners. All right, let's talk about the firebox a little bit. So here's the burners that go in the Prestige Pro grills and the Prestige series, which are 1.5 to 2K to $3,000 barbecues. These are the burners. Now, what's so cool about these burners is they're super heavy duty. So I can get it to hold still. So almost 16 ounces. So this burner weighs almost a pound. So it's a very, very heavy duty, high BTU. I want to take one of these out and see if we're using the same burners. Okay, so they're the same exact size, same exact burner ports. So they're gonna be same BTUs, but it definitely feels lighter in my hand. Let's just give it a try. So it's about 11 ounces. So gauge steel is not gonna be as strong on this versus this, which makes sense to me because the Prestige burners are a lifetime warranty. These are 10-year. 10 years pretty good still. So very, very similar design. Here's why I like it. Even though it's a lighter weight, we have the same design, and that's why I like what I'm seeing so far. Is what I like is they haven't compromised on the firebox itself. It's got the same technology and same way that they produce that nice even heat distribution from the Freestyle to the Rogue to the Prestige. All right, let's put this back in so we can fire this bad boy up. Okay, let's talk about the ignition system a little bit. So come over here, Chris. This always makes for a cool cinematic effect. So just like their other grills, they have their jet fire ignition system. That's quite the marketing, isn't it? These guys are smart. Jet fire. Okay, let's give it a try. It's gonna create like its own spark per burner. Check that out. That's just cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, let's try them all. Okay, real quick, little side story. I did a review a couple years ago on like the Weber Genesis versus the Napoleon Rogue, and I talked about the superiority of the Napoleon ignition system. And I was like, let's say you have like some hamburgers or hot dogs in this hand, and the fact that you could just go turn it on, boom, you're done. The other ones, you have to hold in, let the gas flow for a second, and then press like a little clicker. So you gotta set your hot dogs down. I got destroyed on the internet. I got eaten alive by that comment. Everyone was brutal. Like, if you don't have the time to set your platters, I mean, they just rip me apart. I think that's actually a useful feature, don't you, Chris?
Yeah.
The fact that you can just come over, boom, done. Easy peasy, you're done. Like, that is helpful. Someone help me out in the comment section, or am I crazy? Is that just really stupid? Anyways, it has the jet fire ignition system, just like their other grills do. Also, see this here? Let's check this out. Let me show you something here. I'm gonna light these. You know what these crossbars do? Let me blow this guy out. See that? So the wind, if they blow out, these sort of crossy guys, they connect the burner. So if the wind were to blow one out, it's gonna automatically reignite it. Again, a helpful feature. got eaten alive for that comment too. Anyways, I just really like the design of the Napoleon firebox, and it's no different with the Freestyle. Has a similar concept to the Rogue and Prestige, which again, I'm getting ahead of myself in the reviews. All right, I want to see how hot this thing's gonna get. Oh. So we're in the new part of our showroom, waiting for that thing to get to temp. Put in an awesome new putting green, golf simulator with a fitting station, carrying the PXG clubs. Little plug there for our showroom. We'll just get into temp. Nothing more fun to do than hit a couple putts while you're waiting for your video to work out. All right, this has been on for like less than 5 minutes. I know, I gotta open the door. Don't worry. Let's shut the burners up now. Let's read it first. Now, high BTUs in a small concentrated area lets you know that it's gonna get hot very quick. So we're at 700 degrees in under 5 minutes. That's good. That's what we want in a grill. All right, let's check out our cast iron grates, cooking grates. Oh yeah, they're over 600. Anyways, yeah, I passed the heat test. I don't need to put a steak on there to know it'll sear, so I'm not gonna. It's gonna do the job, which is exactly what we're looking for. That's impressive in a grill this price. Awesome. Okay, so that's kind of the Freestyle in a nutshell. Again, we have a lot of comparison videos coming between its competitors and other Napoleon grills itself. What's my thought? Who is this grill for and what is my thought? I'll talk more when we compare it to like the Rogue and the Prestige, like who this grill is really intended for. Obviously, it's a starter grill. It's a price point grill. I would say if you're just getting into grilling or you're a weekend warrior and you want to start trying it out, but you're not ready to make that commitment, give this a go. I think it's really cool. I'll definitely do the job and it'll definitely get you started. Now I know what you're saying is like, well, if it's a starter grill, why does it take out a 10-year warranty? It's gonna last me forever. Why would I want it as a starter grill? Well, if you're buying a starter grill anyways, wouldn't you rather have a nice grill that you can like give to your neighbor or your kids or your brother or your sister, your aunt and uncle, mom and dad? At least that way it doesn't turn into junk and you'd have to throw it away. At least the grill can be useful down the road and it's still a nice starter grill for you. Then you realize it's time for an upgrade. That's my thought process on the logic of it being a starter grill, but it's gonna last forever. Also, what I'm seeing is a classic Napoleon firebox with classic Napoleon burners, just a little bit lighter weight, the aluminum tub, cooking grates, high BTUs, jet fire ignition. All that stuff and technology that Napoleon is known for is also in this firebox. They've obviously skimped on the body of the grill for obvious reasons, being a price point, and then also no bells and whistles, no lighting, of course, no side burners, no rotisseries. So you're not getting a lot of functionality there. Just a basic, rock solid grill that's gonna get super hot, super fast, and you're gonna be able to see your steaks, but you're also gonna be able to go low and slow if you wanna cook hot dogs, burgers, stuff like that. Awesome, awesome machine. Again, this is the Napoleon Freestyle. I think that they've hit a home run and they've entered a space that they've sorely lacked. Now, I don't know how prevalent this grill is gonna be in our showroom, but they've needed to get the footprint into some of the big box stores and compete with the Webers and the Char-Broils, things like that. Now they have that to complement the rest of their catalog. Stay tuned for that video. I know you guys are dying for that one. I'm excited for that one. Again, if you're in the Denver, Colorado area today, come to our showroom, check out these products for yourself. Stay tuned for more.